Y'all, fall is upon us. And although it doesn't officially arrive until, I think it's September the 22nd, I'm in the mood. So today we're going to make a fall cake, okay? We're making a pumpkin spice cream cheese pound cake, and then I'm going to top it off with a toasted pecan cream cheese glaze. If that doesn't scream fall time, I don't know what does. Now the ingredients will be in the description box below the video, and I've made some changes, so I'm going to use my little cheat sheet right here so I won't give you guys the wrong information, okay? So I'm going to use 3 cups of cake flour, 1 3/4 box of pumpkin spice pudding. And you guys, this was so hard for me to find. I found it on Walmart.com. I could not find it in the store, so that's where I purchased this. 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3 sticks of butter, an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Then I'm also going to add 1/2 cup of pumpkin spice coffee creamer. We have 2 cups of sugar and then 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, and that's what's in here. You see the light brown at the bottom. I'm using 1 cup of canned pumpkin puree. Now you guys, make sure it's not the pumpkin pie filling. Although you see a picture of the pie, the can usually says pie filling. Don't get that one. Get the one that just says 100% pure pumpkin. I'm going to use a cup of that. And then we're going to add 5 large eggs, which are room temperature, and they've already been cracked. Speaking of room temperature, my butter, my coffee creamer, and my cream cheese, they're all room temperature, okay? Then I'm going to add at least 2 teaspoons, you guys, probably more because I just pour, of pure vanilla extract. And then just because I want to, totally not necessary, I'm going to add just a little bit of my cream bouquet, just because I love it. It has that bakery-ish taste for those of you who oftentimes ask me that. Just reminds me of a bakery. Okay, is that it? Oh, cannot forget my chopped pecans. And you guys, we are going to toast the pecans, okay? All right, we're going to cook this cake at 350 degrees for at least probably about 1.5 hours. We'll check it and see, okay? But in the meantime, let me bring you closer to the mixer so we can talk about, hey, baby, how are you? Say hey, everybody. Yeah, this is our youngest son, my dude number 2. If you're new to the channel, dude number 1 is AKA my husband. That was dude number 2. Okay? Alright, let's come over to the mixer. And 2 things I forgot to mention. First of all, I've thoroughly washed my hands. Y'all don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands, because it's just nasty, okay? Secondly, I forgot to mention, as it pertains to my dry ingredients, the cake flour, it comes pre-sifted. But I always sift one more time. So I've already added my pumpkin spice pudding, my salt, and my baking powder. That's already been added to my dry ingredients, and I sifted it one more time, okay? Didn't want to forget to mention that. Okay, I'm not going to talk over the mixer, so I'm going to start off telling you what I'm doing, and then you guys are going to watch, all right? So we're going to start off by adding our softened butter to the mixer. And then once I add it, I'm going to cream it for maybe, mix it for maybe about 10 seconds or so, if that long. Then I'm going to add my cream cheese, and I'm going to mix that a little bit more, okay? maybe another 10 seconds, just to get it incorporated with the butter. After that, I'm going to slowly start adding my sugar. And then we're going to cream the butter, the cream cheese, and the sugar for about 12 minutes. And I actually do set a timer, okay? You want to cream it until it's silent, so you do not want to hear that sugar. After that's creamed, then I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. You will see me add the first egg, and you will see me add the last egg. But remember, I've added 5 eggs in all. After I'm done with that, then we'll come back and talk some more. Okay, that was the last egg. Now we're going to just put the pumpkin in. Just add the pumpkin. And then I'm going to take my half cup of pumpkin spice creamer. And I'm going to go on and add my vanilla and my cream bouquet to the creamer, okay? Oftentimes I just like to do that just to get it done, okay? I'm not measuring, I'm just going to pour. If it's more than 2 teaspoons, that's fine. Again, you don't have to have the cream bouquet, I just like it. You can always bump up the vanilla if you want to. Whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, alright, so that's done. Now I'm going to start adding my flour mixture, and I'm going to alternate it with my pumpkin spice creamer. I'm going to start with my dry ingredients. I'm going to end with my dry ingredients, okay? And this is also the point that you do not want to over mix. A lot of times if you over mix, it can make your cake fall, it can make it dense. So do not over mix. We're going to mix just enough to get it incorporated. So I'm going to show you how I add my flour and let you see how long I mix it. And then I'm going to show you my creamer and let you see how long I mix it, okay? And then we're just going to end with the flour. Because again, I'm not going to do the whole process, but it will at least give you an idea of how long I mix in between adding the flour and then adding the my liquid, okay? And it will only probably be, like I say, just enough to incorporate it. And sometimes I still see even just a little bit of flour, so I don't get it all mixed up to where it's totally no flour. I hope that makes sense, okay? So just watch. And then I think that'll be it, and we'll be ready to pour this cake. Okay, I have already thoroughly sprayed my cake pan with Baker's Joy. Again, my oven has been preheating to 350 degrees. So it's time to pour. Yeah, my little, I ain't gonna say little people, they not little. My dude number one, they're over there eating some, what is it, brunch time? Yeah, brunch. All right, let's get it poured. Doesn't it look like fall, you guys? And we're just trying to get it level as possible. Then we hit it under the bottom to get the air bubbles out. And in the preheated 350 degrees oven. And it's going to cook for probably at least about an hour and 15 minutes or so, or hour and 30 minutes, but we'll check it and see. Okay, where's my other pot? It's been an hour and 20 minutes. So we're taking the cake out, and I'm getting ready to toast my pecans. So I'm going to put them in the oven, still on 350 degrees. I'm going to toast them for about 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm setting my timer so I do not forget. So while this cake is cooling, we're going to get our heavy glaze ready with the toasted pecans cream cheese. Okay, and I never really measure with this glaze. I'm going to take about 4 ounces of the cream cheese. Use maybe a couple of tablespoons of butter. I'm going to mix that just a little bit before I add the powdered sugar. And I never use a whisk. I never use my mixer. You can use your whisk. I like this little flat spatula. I'm just going to put in some powdered sugar. I do want this to be a heavy glaze, so maybe about 3 cups. Then we're going to pour a little bit of coffee creamer. Be careful, because once you get it in, you can't take it out. So when you add your liquid, just add it gradually, okay? A little bit of creamer, a little bit of pure vanilla. Easy peasy. You guys don't make it difficult. See, my pecans are getting ready to come out. Toasted pecans. Turn off that oven. Toasted pecans. Okay. Back to the glaze. Okay, I can tell that's too thick, so we're going to add a little bit more creamer. And I can already tell I'm going to need a little more creamer because this is still a little too thick. But you see how easy it is just to mix it and whip it. Now I like this consistency here because it's easier for me to get it smooth when it's thick like this, okay? If I have it too thin, it makes it harder to get all of the little powdered sugar lumps out of it. But when it's thick like this, I get it smooth, and then I add just a little bit more creamer to get it thinned out and the desired consistency that I want. Okay, you guys see how smooth that is? Look at that. Ooh! Let's see. Taste it with that pumpkin spice. Now that's good. And these, listen. The glaze with the pumpkin spice creamer Oh my goodness, it just gives it that hint of pumpkin spice. And these toasted pecans, y'all. Just that few minutes, about 4 or 5 minutes, it depends on your oven on 350. When I tell you it brings out the nuttiness and that pecan flavor, ooh, don't skip on it. Do not skip on toasting your pecans, and don't skip on adding the pumpkin spice to your glaze. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to taste this cake. Okay, we're going to let the cake cool for about another 5 minutes and then we'll dump it, okay? Ooh, hot, hot, hot. You guys, I don't normally flip my cakes back over. I did flip that sweet potato pound cake. I think I want to flip this one back over too. So I just want to show you guys what I'm going to do. It's on this plate. And I think you can see. I'm just going to take this pan because I need to flip it and then flip it back. Okay? So I can flip it over. Okay. And one thing I like about this side too is the glaze and the pecans will get down in the crevices on the top. So that's why I wanted to switch it to. You see, this glaze is really thick. Just how I wanted it. Now I wanted it thick on the top, which would give the pecans something to hold on to. So now I want it to fall around the edge. I need to thin this out just a little bit more. So I'm going to add just a little bit more of my pumpkin spice. Being very careful because I don't want to add too much, okay? If I add too much, I'm going to have to put more flour. So let's do a little bit. See what that looks like. I need just enough so the glaze will fall more down the sides, okay? And for those of you who are new to the channel, I do not like icing cakes. So when I can do a thick glaze like this, this is like the closest I can get to icing without having to actually ice it. I just don't like icing a cake. It's just, that's too much time. So I just prefer to do pound cakes with the glaze. Pumpkin spice cream cheese pound cake with a toasted pecan cream cheese thick glaze. Look at how those pecans are holding on to that glaze. Oh, let's see, y'all. I so wish I could share some cake with y'all. Moment. Truth. What you laughing at?
You said you wish you could share some cake with them?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, fam. I'm going to taste it for you.
So that's what's wrong with you. Your butt greedy.
I got you, fam. I got you, fam. I got everybody.
That ain't funny.
I'm doing this for you guys. Just for you guys.
They say your greedy butt.
I'm just doing this for them. I'm here for you all. This going to hurt me. It hurts me to have to do this, and I don't want to do this. I've been watching my figure. True story.
You gonna share? It's good. It's good.
I'm roasting nuts. Whoa.
I know.
Gracious.
Toasting them nuts. Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah.
It's good. It's rich. Good. God, it's good.
And they're so toasty. Look, y'all got good thumbnail. Okay, you gonna help me get a thumbnail? Y'all. Delicious. Listen. I wish, you know, it's been a minute since I did the sweet potato pound. So it's hard for me to compare it to the sweet potato pound that I did. Let me try cricket. It's hard for me to compare it to the sweet potato pound because it's been a minute.
It ain't hard for me.
It's not?
It's
Now,
good.
it's not going to be a real light cake. You know, these cakes with the sweet potatoes and pumpkin, they're going to be a little denser because of the fruit. So,
This would be more like a dude's cake.
why is a dude's cake?
Because it's heavy. I mean, most men,
It's not light and fluffy.
yeah, it ain't light and fluffy like something you want to sit down and drink a coffee with. The heck with coffee. Get yourself your choice of beverage. Whatever your choice is. Mine will be water, juice,
I need some water with all that glaze. And
maybe a soda. Maybe you have an adult beverage that you choose. But nevertheless, this is a guy cake. So you're not sitting down talking about, well, get the big piece.
And you guys, depending on your oven, it's probably going to take at least about an hour and 25 minutes or a little bit longer to bake, again, because of that, the pumpkin that's in it. So the outside of it is going to be, you know, it's going to be dark. It's going to be darker, but you definitely want your inside, your filling done, okay? Y'all, that's pretty. Look at that. That is pretty. So, definitely make sure you cook it long enough, okay? All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys, that just screams fall is on its way. Can you not tell by the crisp, cool mornings that we are now experiencing that y'all fall coming? So what?
Thanks for giving.
Thanks for giving me some cake. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. What they need to do?
Hit the nosy.
Hit the nosy. That's turn on your notification bell. Subscribe. Turn on your notification bell, and when you turn it on, it shakes.
Shake some.
Shake
Shake
some.
some.
Shake
Shake
some.
some.
Just shake some. Why are you trying to do the remix? You messing up our shake some.
This is my shake something. They can shake their own thing.
Y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us
Just shake some.
again
Shake some.
next time. Bye.